Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. That goes for everyone. And share, because all those things really help my channel. And yeah, thank you everybody who's already been doing that. All right, so today I have a fun fold. I don't even know what to call this fun fold because I kind of made it up myself. But I was going to make a gatefold, but I thought I'd put a twist on it. So it opens like this. It's only like an inch on this side, but it opens like that. And this card is actually from my daughter-in-law, whose birthday is the day that this is publishing. So she probably will have it before it gets published. All right, so this is what I'm sharing today. I did emboss my vellum that I put on top of here. You can probably see that. It's so pretty, y'all. I love embossing vellum. It makes it so pretty. And I've been dying to use these stripes and flowers together. So that's where this card came from. So what I'm going to use for this, the Cheerful Daisies, and I'm using the bundle with the Cheerful Daisy dies. And I'm using all the flowers. Actually, on this one, I'm going to use the Wishing You the Brightest Birthday because I'm not going to make another one for daughter-in-law because I've already made that one. But I am using the Charming Sentiments is what I used for her card. And I also used the Best Family Ever, which this one is where I got the inside where it says, to my wonderful daughter-in-law. And so you can customize this. This is a really good one. I think a lot of people miss this one, but it's really good because it has like some little sentiments here as well. But you can put grandpa, grandma, niece, and I love that you can customize it for whoever's birthday it is. So this is what we are using today. The designer series paper I'm using is another thing I think a lot of people have been missing, and it's the Delightfully Eclectic. So this is a huge pack. And by the way, the end of June is the end of the designer series paper sale. So there's selected designer series paper. This is one of them, and you can get 15% off a selected one. I have it posted on my blog, but there is so many patterns in here. And so this one is the same one, and it's got the stripe on the opposite side, and that is what I'm using. All right. So that is everything. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by stamping the daisies. And FYI, if you are using the bubble gum like I am using, it's a little bit harder to line up these because they are two-step stamping, the daisies. So I decided to use the outlined part first and then try to do it on the inside. I'm going to stamp one of the large and then two of the small, especially under the camera lights. It's really hard. And I have to use this mat again because I am having a hard time getting it to focus on my black mat all of a sudden. So I am working on that to figure that out. But on this one, you look for the little three that are together. There are like 3 of them that are together. And just try to line them up the best you can. Don't worry if it's not exactly perfect because, yeah, you're going to cut it out with a die. All right, and then we're going to do the little one, and we're doing 2 of those. And again, don't worry if it's not exactly lined up. If you're using something other than a light color like this, it won't be any problem lining it up. But for this one, it's really light. So this part is really light, so it is very hard to see. But maybe it's just my old eyes, but I'm getting it pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's almost right on. And I'm using real red for the inside piece because I wanted it to match the designer series paper. So that's the large one, and then we're going to do 2 of the small for the centers. And while we are at it, no, I'm going to use the sentiment on the inside of this one, so we're not going to do the sentiment yet. All right, so also I am using some old olive for these, And I am only cutting the leaf out, and I already did that. I cut 2 of them out, just the leaf part on this big die. And then these are the dies to cut out the flowers. So I'm going to run those all through the cut and emboss, and I will be right back with all the flowers. Okay, so here are all of the flowers. I've got the big one and the 2 smaller ones. And I have these leaves. And with these leaves, this little inside part will come out. And I'm actually using this on this card as well. So I'm going to take those center pieces out. And I'm going to use all 4 of them from these leaves here. I just like them. They look like little ferns almost. So we are using these leaves here. All right, so that's all our stuff that we're going to use. I'm going to just scoot this out of the way. And I also used my vellum, and I used this embossing folder, the Countryside Blossoms. I used this on one of my last projects. So I already ran the vellum through. I'm trying to save a little bit of time here so that I didn't have to go through all this with you. Okay, so what you'll need is a piece of 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to go ahead and score this. I'm going to use my trimmer this time to score it. You are going to score it at 1 inch, and I'm going to score it on this side. I always like to score on that side. If it's like an inch or up to 1.5 inches, you can do. So I'm going to score that at 1 inch. I'm going to actually fold this over, and then you're just going to turn it over, and with it folded over, you're going to score it at 4 1/4. This is going to make it your fold. So then just fold that, and then you have your fold right there. It's kind of like a gatefold. Okay, so let's go ahead and mat this. If you are new, I have an inspiration sheet on my blog with all these measurements. So on this part, if you want to score it and not do it like I showed you, you'll score it at 1 5 1/4. It's just going to make it easier for you so you don't get confused. All right, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal, and we are going to mat these. So this one's going to go on here. I love the stripes and the flowers together. It's really pretty. And then that piece is 3 by 5 3/8, and this piece is 7/8 by 5 3/8. So these are both matte pieces, but like I said, don't worry about copying the measurements or anything, because I'll put it in the video and I'll also put it in the inspiration sheet. But this is a little twist, I guess, on a gatefold. So it still opens like this. But on this one, we are going to take our basic white piece. This piece is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2, and then the piece that I sent through with the vellum is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. So I'm matting it right on top like that. And I'm going to make sure I got the right side. Now I'm just going to use wet glue, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle, because you're not going to see it on here because the flowers are going to cover it. So I just like making sure my vellum's nice and matted on here. I'm not going to do the edges because I don't want it to show on the edges. All right, now I am going to put some adhesive on here, and we're going to attach this to the front. Make sure you I guesstimate it, but make sure that it's about even on both sides. And then you're just going to have your little flap here. And so you can put a sentiment right here like I did, and then one in the inside. And it just flaps over like that. I don't know if y'all have seen any like this. Just put it in the comments, because I haven't seen any. And I just thought I wanted to do something a little bit different. So there you have it. All right, so let's grab our flowers here. And I'm also using this bubble bath sheer ribbon, and it's the sheer ribbon pack that comes in all 3 colors. Y'all, I have to order more. I love this ribbon. It's so pretty. I don't even, on camera, it just doesn't even do it justice. It's so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead. And I'm thinking this time I might just pop these all up. I popped up one of them, but I'm thinking I'm going to pop them all up this time. So we're going to put the large one on first. I'll put a couple on this one. Y'all, I don't know where I got this blue ink from. I don't even think I've used blue ink today. And then we're going to pop that up. We'll pop the other two up as well. Just need one on these. And so the flowers are just going to be the center. I'm not putting a sentiment on. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it like that. And then we are going to, I'm going to use wet glue for this part and just put it on for your leaves. Here. You can just slide it under there. You can actually just arrange these how you like it, but do that. And then these little ones, they're so pretty. We are going to put some of these on too. So I'm just going to, I'm not even doing it exactly, I'm just going to do it where I think they should go on this one. You wouldn't even know that they're from the inside of that. And then one more, we'll put it on the other side with the other one. Isn't that pretty? I love these flowers. They're so pretty. All right, now for the ribbon part, you are just going to cut some pieces here. Let me grab my ribbon scissors. And you don't need a whole lot. So I'm just going to fold it in half like that. And these are kind of like a fake bow that I'm making. And I'm just going to cut those smaller. I'm going to just use my Stampin' Seal here just to hold these together. Like that. And then just put a little bit on the end there. And then we're just going to tuck these underneath. I think we'll do one there. You don't need a whole lot. Do the same, just put some on the end there. And then this one, we're going to tuck it under here too. You don't want it to go over your card because you want to make sure it fits in an envelope. And then we're going to do one more here. I'm going to get that going. There we go. This one may be a little bit too small. I think I made it a little bit too small. Let's see. Yeah, let's make one a little bit bigger here. It goes really quickly once you get everything cut out and going. And then this one we're going to put over here. Let's see if I think I need to make that shorter. Made it too short, now I made it too long. There we go. And then I'm just doing two other ones. And we are going to make these like the tails. And we're going to just put some on this side. And then these are going to go on this side underneath. This ribbon is so pretty. It really makes this. Let's tilt this one a little bit more. I didn't get enough glue on that one. There we go. And last but not least, I am using some of our basic jewels, our pearls here. Okay, so we're going to put some pearls, and we're going to put one there. I'm just going to put them. I like to do an odd number. So there you have it. That is it, y'all. It's really a fun one too, and it's a little bit different. So it opens like that. Oh, let's put our sentiment on the inside, because I'm definitely going to use this for someone's birthday. So let's put, wishing you the brightest birthday, because this is the one that is in this stamp set, the daisies. So we're going to use that, and there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Here's the other one. This one's special. It's for my daughter-in-law, and her birthday is coming up very soon. So that is going to go to her. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. If you need any supplies, don't forget the 15% off Designer Series paper sale is going on. Here's our my June host code. If you place an order, I'd appreciate you using it. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.